everyone, this is Laurie, and I'm so excited to share a project with you. I've got a lot of things going on this summer, so I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the projects out that I was hoping to finish, but we had one of our lovely rainy days here in Oregon, and so it gave me an opportunity to come in the house and work on some projects. So I wanted to share this with you. At the beginning of the video you can see what I started with, this treasure chest type container, and how I've altered it as I went along. It's really a lovely container. Inside it has a velvet trim inside, and so that helped finish it off on the inside. I've used Lyric paper by Prima. I love this stack. I could see why everybody was so excited when it first came out. I got the 6x6 and the 12x12, and I'm really thrilled with them. I'm having a lot of fun creating projects with them. So as you can see, I had started with painting it brown, just a brown craft paint around the edges of it. And then I took my 10 Second Studios Verde paint, the copper. I still have one of these left in my ArtFire store if anyone is interested in buying that, purchasing it. I also have one of the Verde patinas that you can change copper, give it a nice patina. So I've used a dry brush effect to add a little, just a little bit of gold touch to the edges of it. I think it adds a nice little vintage look, and in certain lights, as you can see here, you can get a little bit of the shine off of it using that paint. I really enjoy using that paint. I also did that with the hardware. I added just a little bit of gold on the hardware. It was more of a tarnished black look, and to kind of coordinate with everything, I did use a little bit of the paint to add just a little bit of gold touch to it. And like I said, I've used the Lyric paper and added some lace here and there around it, just some vintage old lace. This spray here and the other spray that's up on top, let me turn that, got my light here in the way, let me move that, are both a Prima spray. The roses are from Trico. I really like their roses, and they're fairly inexpensive, so they're a nice rose to have to use. On the 6x6 pack is where I did the fussy cutting and cut out some of the stuff from the 6x6 pack to get the little tiny detailed stuff. Here I've added a little tiny roses that I had received in a little gift one time, and added those right where they were on the actual paper. And then on the sides here, just to give it a little bit of a textured look around here, I've got a little brown bling. Here again I've done another one of the fussy cutting pieces out of there and added the flowers. Same with the back. I love this little design here with the little bee on it. So I cut that out and put it on there. And tip it up here so you can see the top. I inked and distressed a piece from the paper pack to add on the top of it here, and rolled up some of the edges and give it a little tear here and there in it so it looks kind of worn and vintage looking. I've also added, this is from, I believe, I Am Roses. I had gotten some of their little bling stuff here. The other bling that you can see right, see if I can bring it in, right there, it's kind of little gems. I've got them placed throughout the arrangement. I actually bought those at Joann's in the bridal section. They have these lovely big little gems. I believe they even have a hole at the end if you were to string them along on something. But they're kind of fun and interesting to add to your projects. And you get a lot of them. And of course I used my 50% off coupon that I'd gotten because they are kind of spendy, but then when you use it that way you get 160 of them. And those are fun to add in there. I also added one of the Tim Holtz light bulbs right in here, right there, along with one of the spare parts, little clock faces and clock hands. I like that because it went kind of with the clock that's on the paper there. Oops, let me get that in view for you. I also added just little touches of this netting that I have that has little gold sparkles in it, just to add a little bit more texture. There's some of it up here too, along with some of the little rosette type trim that you can get. I went ahead and cut that apart and set inside there. And let's see what else I've got on here. Right in here, let's see if I can get that zoomed in there. I took one of my dies and did the rosette with it, and then placed, these are also Prima flowers. Here, the smaller brown ones are a Prima flower. The paper in the background is also from that Prima stack. I wanted to have something towards the back that wasn't quite as busy. Anyway, this container is going to be for sale on my ArtFire store. And so I will have the link down below. You're welcome to go and check that out if you'd like to in my ArtFire store. And thank you very much again for sharing your time and your day with me. I sure appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.